Alright, Shalom. First off, we'd like to give all praise to Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kwak Wadash. We'd like to say double honors to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh Shai in them. Double honors to Connecticut elders, our big brothers. Greetings and salutations to the brothers in this country and all over the world who are prophesying the true name of what you people stupidly and ignorantly call God in Christ. The true name is Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, which is none other than the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody who are descendants from those people on their father's side. Shalom to those who are scattered abroad. I'm your Iqwab.
Kassad.
And, yeah, so, what's the title of the show, brother?
Yeah, don't be surprised, you know, because all these things that you see, you know, in the news, what's going down, right? You shouldn't be surprised at you know, the things that are taking place.
That's right, Art. So that's what this show is going to be on. Why are you surprised, nation of Israel? Why are you surprised, the American people? Whatever, you know? This society shouldn't be surprised of how the nation of Israel is treated. First of all, look how we were brought here. We were brought here in cargo slave ships, packed to park sardines. I don't got to go through the whole history of what we went through, you know, up until this day. All right, we're still suffering, even in the worst way, because it's worse because people actually think they're free when they're not. That's why it's worse. At least back then you had chains on, you knew the deal. People don't know the deal now, and they think they're free. But then when shit happens to them, what's going on? What are my rights? You never had any, man. That's the thing. Okay. But anyway, it's still, you know. But anyway, the point is, if you believe in the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, then you would have the understanding to know who your enemy is. Right? And the enemy is none other than the nation of Edom, which in the Hebrew is Adawam, which means red man, right? The descendants of their forefather Esau, right? Because Esau had a brother named Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and we are the sons. We come from the sons of our forefather Jacob. All right. So there's always been a rift between the two. Genesis 25. Okay. So why are you surprised? If you knew the scriptures, you would know the deal. A true man of the Lord is not going to be bugging out right now because we know who the enemy is.
Right.
You know, so the point is that, yeah, why are you surprised? We're going to get to the scriptures.
This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violence take it by force.
Yeah, man. Again, Salak.
Yeah, this is Matthew 11 and 12. It says, and from the days of John the Baptist.
Yeah, the days of John the Baptist, which is right around around the Lord's time, 2,000 years ago, because I believe John the Baptist was 6 months older, or a few months older than the Lord. I don't know the exact number, but he was they're a few months older than the Lord. So he lived around the Lord's time.
It says,
obviously.
It says the kingdom of heaven suffered violence.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Who is the kingdom of heaven? Well, that's a deep word. When you look at the word kingdom, right? Well, that proves it's talking about a people, right? So the kingdom of heaven represents the nation of Israel, right? Why? Because the nation of Israel, we have many names according to the Most High, because He loves us. Just like when you love somebody that you don't call them the real, you got nicknames for them, you know. Same thing with us, but one of them is Jerusalem or Jerusalem, which means the people of peace or the city of peace. And guess what? A kingdom is made up of cities and people. All right. So let's go to the word kingdom. A king means basically king, right? Is a man. Tells you right there the kingdom of heaven is dealt with men. And then what's the prefix to dumb? Kingdom is dumb. That means basically a domicile or a landmass or a land base. All right. So when you say kingdom, you're saying basically kings are judges and lords. So you're basically saying like a landlord or lord of the lands. That's a kingdom. So who's going to be the lord of the lands? The lord of the lands is going to be on the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. The Lord is going to establish the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of nation of Israel, as Him being the top king of the Most High on earth.
That's right.
So I had to go into that to explain that the kingdom of heaven is, excuse me, And one more point. Also, another word actually for kingdom is, if you look into the word, let's see if I remember. The dumb also means a providence. I did say land-based, but providence, right? And how do you get a providence? You just don't walk up and get it. You got to claim it. And most times it's by war. The same way America was established, it wasn't established by a letter or can I have this? Can we trade lands? No. America was set up by something called Revolutionary War where they had to fight for this land. They killed off our brothers to get this land, the Native Americans.
That's right.
You know, so the kingdom of heaven, right? We're going to have to fight for the kingdom of heaven, man. And it's going to be nothing but men, the men of the Lord. And that starts with Daniel's, what, 7 and 18?
Yeah, I was about to get it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Daniel 7
That's right, brother.
and 18.
See, that's called a precept. Okay? Yeah.
It says, but the saints of the Most High shall...
The saints of the Most High are the nation of Israel. The whole nation of Israel. All you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That makes up the whole nation of Israel. And also the ones who are descendants from those people. Not your mommy, but your daddy, because he has the sperm. He carries the genes. He carries the information, the DNA. So anyway, Salak.
It says, but the saints of the Most High...
Nation of Israel.
Shall take the kingdom.
Shall take the kingdom. So there's gonna the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, is gonna put the Spirit on His men, the men of the Lord, to fight for the kingdom of heaven, man. That's why the Lord is called what? Well, number one, the Lord said to Pontius Pilate, when was it Pontius Pilate?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
When he got arrested, right, and they were about to crucify him, he said, "Look, don't you know I could call 12 legions of angels?" And no, he said, if he's no. That was a separate one. The same thing.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna get to the point I was saying, I think he was gonna arrest him, and Judas Iscariot came to him, and it was the soldiers that came to him, and he said,
if my kingdom were of this world, then will my servants fight.
That's right, brother. Say it again.
If my kingdom was of this world, then will my servants fight.
That's right, man. So that proves right there the Lord's about fighting, about war. All right? And it includes his men and it includes his chariots. And everybody's seeing that now. And there's gonna be more and more chariot sightings too. All right, but again, it's like
Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Yeah. So if you don't know what ever means, the Lord said it again and then again. Okay. If you didn't get it, all right. How are we going to last forever? Which nobody understands, because everybody's under the umbrella of a time, but the Most High's above time. He created time, and there ain't no timetable to us. We're a nation that lasts forever. That's why this current world is nothing but a goddamn dream nightmare. You know, we're about to wake up out of it, man. You know, but forever meaning that we're going to continue forever because we're not going to sin. You know, the wages of sin is death, so we're not going to be sinning. Okay, which means we're not going to be accumulating death upon us anymore. We're going to be living forever. Why? Because the Lord's going to put the laws, the statute, commandments in our mind to make us perfect. Which means we're going to live forever.
That's right. This is St. John, chapter 15, verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin.
God, hey, you going to that, brother?
Yeah, this is Yahweh Shai.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Yahweh Shai speaking, man. All right. Because back then, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, all right, he's doing the same thing that we're doing now, man.
That's right, man.
You know, speaking the oracles of the Most High.
Building people up in the faith.
Yeah, building people up in the faith, telling them to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
That's right. Tell them who the Heavenly Father is.
That's right. Let them know, you know, the names of the Lord. You know,
he told them who he was.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. You know who the enemy is.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing now, man. You know, we're the mouthpiece of the Most High. All right. The prophets, they always been on the scene.
That's right.
Okay.
Jeremiah 28:8.
Yeah. You know, the prophets, you know, they've been since the days of old. All right. And you know, that's how the Lord is speaking unto the people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right. All
right. But our people, they don't hearken, man.
That's right.
All right. Because why? Because, you know, they got a rebellious spirit.
Yeah.
All right, and they don't see no profit in coming and serving the Lord.
Yeah.
But guess what? Now that all hell's breaking loose,
They're starting to wake up slowly.
yeah, they starting to wake up. And the scriptures say, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing.
That's right. That's right, brother.
So yeah, pretty much you Israelites out there, you shouldn't be marveling, man, because
That's right.
you know, brothers been out there speaking about these things long before it started happening.
Hell yeah, and it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep going on. There's gonna be worse shit going on. Next time he might get shot live, because what's going on now, the Most High he's trying to antagonize you and wake you up, because that's prophecy too. There's gonna be something that's gonna set. I mean, it's building up right now.
Yep.
It has been building up through all these years, and eventually, you mess with that lion, he gonna bite you. You know, and we've been fucked with. We're lions. The Lord refers to nature mirrors as lions, right? And we've been poked with by Esau for 600 years, man.
Yep. Since you said that, let me get this in the Apocrypha. Yeah. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 24. It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation.
Beautiful. That's right, brother.
From the Most High.
That's right. All eyes are going to see it. Just like Wisdom of Solomon. That's a perfect precept to Wisdom of Solomon 5th chapter. You know, that everybody's going to be astonished when we're saved. Because they're going to, like, you know, wow, these low lives of the earth, so-called black, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're the people of God. They're getting beamed up. You know, that's the whole trick of the matter. You know, that's why the Most High is the greatest supplanter. He has tricked you to think the low things of the world are really low. But really the low things of the world, like it starts with the nation of Israel, the meek. Everybody hates so-called black people, right? Black people, we were known as, what, 3/5 of a man in the Constitution?
That's right.
You know, you change the color of the Most High power and our Lord, and so on and so forth. So everything dealing with our people is put in a negative light in the society, and we will not rise in the society. Why? Because the Most High put us here for our judgment and to curse us. You know?
That's right.
Read that again.
It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation.
Yeah, and we at that time, people they're seeing our salvation. I mean, but in a big way though. Not they're seeing it now, because everything that the prophets been saying, starting with the apostles of GMS, by the way. Okay, starting with the apostles of GMS. All right, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Arimla, Apostle Rakar. You know, the Spirit of Yahweh Shema is dealing with those men. Man, they've been telling you for years. And all the way going back to Abba Bivens. 69, Abba Bivens, King Marshar, High Priest Aiquab, you know, and Elder Ariyah, which, Lord willing, according to prophecy, I'm not going to get into that now. He's going to wake up. You know, but the point is, we've been saying the same thing, like the brother just said. And, you know, now people are starting to listen and see that we have the truth. You know, but when, like the brother mentioned again, when was it Psalms 110 and 3, or on the day of that power, people should be willing. That people should be willing the day of that power. What power is that talking about? Let's talk about the spiritual power. You know, the same power that Moses had, the Lord had, King David had, Samson had, Elisha had, all of them. Paul, the disciples, Peter, Andrew, all of them. So when the Lord gives us that power, that's when you're going to pay attention. But at that time, you're not. It's going to be too late, because you're going to believe, but it's going to be too late, because you should have listened to the words before you saw the action. You know, and that's what they told. That's what the Lord told Thomas. He said, "Blessed is he that
have seen and that have not seen and yet believe."
Come on, say it again, brother.
Blessed are they that have not seen and yet believe.
That's right, and that's the whole point. You know. And that's the point. You people don't see what's going on. Now you talk shit, but once you see the shit, then you're gonna try to believe, but it's gonna be too late.
Yeah, if I may say too, you know, since the Most High been turning the knob up on these prophecies and you know, the living conditions out here in Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, since we've been out there in the streets, you don't hear too many people, you know, talking shit. You know, they don't really scoff like that anymore. All right, when people come up, they're either asking, you know, sincere questions.
Yeah, they're concerned now. Oh, wait. You know, yeah.
You know, or you know, they're quiet and they're trying to learn. Okay, because you know, we're living in those times where, you know, all the scoffing and scorning, you know, the game playing, All of that, the Most High is about to do away with all that, man.
That's right. Yep.
And I'm gonna keep reading.
Okay.
It says, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. The great glory and brightness of the everlasting, man. Man, the way it is gonna be done, this is gonna be the biggest event in the world's history, in the universe's history, man. When the Lord comes back and claims us on the earth, because the whole universe, and even in the spiritual realm, the heavens, is in order, except planet Earth. All beings, stars, planets, that's a heavy topic, but the scriptures back it up in Baruch and Ecclesiastes and Corinthians that everything has a spirit and honors the Most High, but not here on earth. This is the only realm where they don't know the Most High. I mean, in inklings throughout history, but you about to know him for sure. It is very soon, and who his people is, and what world you're in, and who it belongs to. And it don't belong to you so-called white people. Why? Because you're the devil. You don't know how to take care of the planet, and you're killing out the Lord's people. You know.
It says
So it's like that day is gonna be really great, man. Greater than you can imagine. The Lord's gonna come back in his full glory, his full power, as a lion, with the great chariots has never been seen before. People will be dying by the stuff they're really seeing. You know, chariots. You know, there's video out there. Chariots bigger than planet Jupiter. All right.
That's right. It's verse 25. It says, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High."
Yeah, and that's to talk about our current life now, and it ain't easy, but you know, you gotta have the mindset you'll do anything for the Lord, and ultimately you have to, because first I'll just say it. 2 Corinthians, I believe 2:12. It says, right, you want to get it real quick? Salah. Let me go back to that.
2 Corinthians.
I believe 2 Corinthians 2:12. Why is it just fucking traffic today, man?
It says, "Furthermore, when I came to preach," is that it, or how does it go?
It's 2:12 then. Salah. I mean, it's first. What did I say? Corinthians?
Yeah, 2 Corinthians.
I'm sorry. Get 2 Timothy 2:12. Salah. Salah. 2 Timothy 2:12 and 3:12. They say the same thing.
Yeah. It says, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. "If we suffer, we shall also reign with him."
That's right. You see that? So we got to be patient, and patience means to basically suffer. You know, that's all it really means, to suffer. You know, and if we suffer with him, we should reign with him. Why? Because the Lord suffered. People don't understand that's the foundation of this truth. The Lord suffered, so you got to suffer. If you want to be a disciple of the Lord and be saved and be receive this great truth of ours, you got to follow the path of the Lord. Just like in the world, if you want to be a great chef, who are you going to follow? You're going to follow a great chef. You want to be a great basketball player like Michael Jordan. We both basketball heads here. You know, I followed Michael Jordan when I was younger, man, and he was the best example of greatness to me as far as basketball is concerned, even his character as far as the sport. You know, and so I followed him. You know, so you got to follow the Lord. You know,
right.
and follow means you got to do what he did and suffer like he did.
That's right. That's why we got, you know, to be joint heirs. You know, if we're gonna be joint heirs with the Lord, you know, in order for us to understand the Lord, we have to share those same sufferings. You know.
That's right.
So it says, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. "If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us."
Yeah, and all you people like, unfortunately, George Floyd, he denied the Lord. He didn't have no beard in his face. He wasn't keeping the commandments. Was he honoring the Sabbath? Does he honor his father and his mother? Who knows what the relationship between their parents were? I don't know.
Right.
Was he? Does he have a wife? Or he had a girlfriend, I believe. Who the girl? Maybe did he take that girl from somebody else? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying scenarios that you don't know what kind of man this he lived. I mean, the life he lived. We know he wasn't following the commandments of the Lord. So are we supposed to have respect unto him? No, because you're not but a heathen, and that's really the whole world, and especially the whole nation of Israel. What the hell's going on here, man? It's the first time in traffic in 2 months. Anyway, we'll finish up soon.
Protest. We in a undisclosed location, but
yeah,
you know where we at. And there's big protests over here. So
yeah, you're right. You're
heavy
right.
police presence.
You're right. Damn, I couldn't even try to turn. All right.
I got. Let me go jump back to that.
We'll finish up like another, few minutes.
Yeah. So I'm back in Baruch 4:25. It says, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High."
Yeah, and that wrath is dealing like with basically all our life, all the hell that we go through. Saving money to get a place and you desperately need it because you need to move out, and then you get a car accident and you got to pay for the car to get fixed, or you about to get a good opportunity to move somewhere, or I don't know, you're working at a job and they promise you full time, so you struggle to get the full time for 8 months, and then they say, oh, you can't get it. That's all suffering. Or getting 4 flat tires in 1 week. That literally happens to brothers, man. Okay, and so on and so forth. Or even worse, you get in the truth, you lose your woman, or your girlfriend dies, your child dies. Just bad things happen in your life. Yeah, you're right. The process is down there. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Can you get that on the camera? Probably not, right?
Trying to.
There you go to protest.
Yeah.
See, why are you surprised?
Yeah.
Why are you surprised?
Yeah, I can't zoom in.
Nah,
so,
it's cool.
They can see it though.
Yeah, they can
Pretty
see
sure
it.
they
Right?
can see it. Yeah.
That's all right. And another thing about these protests, please look up George Soros. Just do that, and that'll settle that, because these protests are set up, man, to cause division and to bring basically a Helios dialectic, or order ad pago.
Mm-hmm.
They create the problem, reaction, solution. They create the chaos and bring the solution. Order ad pago. Problem, they bring the problem. They see reaction, which is now. So what's the solution? Martial law. All right, so this is all done on purpose to further, because we already in martial law with the quarantine, but now they want to go to a deeper stage of that. We're about to reach that next level of martial law.
Yeah. Draconian laws.
Thank you, Thwada. There's draconian laws. Ultimately, the top level of martial law is basic concentration camps, where they're going to be out here literally killing people in front of your face, man, blasting people away. Killing people. That's the last step of the martial law.
And all these things are happening at once.
Yeah.
All right. You got the pestilence.
Yeah,
you got the uproars of the people.
Yep.
All right.
Wars.
Like the Apostle Hall, he's going into it. Howard Shah, he said, "I come to send fire upon the world. What would I, if it be already kindled?"
Kindle. Yep.
There's fires all around America. Okay.
Yep.
And then you got this whole technocracy thing going on, man.
Yeah. I just read that term today. Oh, okay, bro.
Yeah.
I just learned it today, bro. I'm impressed, bro.
Yeah. Technocracy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just read that today, brother. That's fine. That's the spirit.
Yeah,
you're right. Technocracy.
Yeah, because they trying to change our standard of living by bringing forth all these new technologies, man.
And what's that last piece of that technology?
The chip.
That's right, brother.
Which is the mark of the beast.
That's right.
All right, and all these top economic experts and people that insiders, they know that the RFID chip is the end game, the mark of the beast.
That's right, brother. Yeah, because you got the people who are established against the people who are not, the serfs or the poor. So people who are sellouts or who are up there in corporate, they're a part of that New World Order. They're part of the secret societies, whether it be a low Freemason or a high Freemason. They're part of that establishment. So it's them against the poor. And that's what they're doing now. So, yeah, the brother's right. A lot of these corporate leaders, a lot of these people, judges or police chiefs or even higher ups in corporate businesses, they know about the chip. They probably already have them. And they know about the new, some know about the New World Order, not all of them. But, or a lot of them know they just can't go against the higher ups if they want to keep their position. Because sellouts don't know everything. They just do their job and get goodies. They don't do their job, then they get cut off.
Yep, so it says, "For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck."
Yeah, and that's what's happening. That's what's about to happen now, because the ones that persecute us, I mean, you gotta just look who's been persecuted most on the planet Earth. It's just a process of elimination. No one can compare it to the hell and what we've been through as a people. The Native Americans, damn near 77 million people. Which whatever stat I see, I read, I always double it if it comes from Esau.
Right.
According to him, he says 77 million were wiped off, but I'll say above that, 140 million. They say 100 million slaves died in the slave ships. I say 200 million. I don't believe fucking Esau stats, man. How's he gonna freaking know? The point is that he killed a lot of our people, man.
That's right.
You know, we're still suffering on to the day. George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see we got the protesters right in front of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Got another one. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. Because you were talking about the protester, right? So let's go right with it. This says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge."
Yeah, you want to fucking, here it is, you banging someone else's girl, but then you want to go out the next day and protest like you have some morals.
Right.
You before you go out and protest, you have a nice bacon sandwich. People think it's a light issue. Look, you got to follow the dietary laws. That's part of the scriptures. Or even you leave the house and you thank your God Buddha, or you worship your God idol Buddha and say, "Oh, please, when I protest today, Buddha, do not let me get hurt." Or you pray to Jesus, "Guide me today in the protest, Lord." That's wickedness, man. None of you praying to the Lord. What the fuck you protesting for anyway? That's what the Lord call you stupid. That's a stupid act. Nothing has changed from protesting.
That's right. And when you protest, you basically trying to, negotiate with the powers that be.
That's right. You negotiate with the devil.
Scriptures say, don't make no pacts with these devils.
That's
man.
right, brother.
No treaties, covenants.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. Good point.
Yeah. It says yeah. So that was it on that.
Okay.
I got one more.
Yeah, one more. We'll finish.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33.
Oh, that's a bad. I love that. That's my favorite chapter. Actually, you can finish it off, brother. I love my favorite chapter.
Come.
That's what the brother's about to get. We should be doing this. We got to warn the people, man.
Ezekiel chapter.
You warn the people by prophecy. Tell them things that's gonna happen before it actually happens.
God. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. It says, "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." All right, because like I said before, we're speaking the oracles of the Most High, and the scriptures say, if the Most High have not the Most High spoken, and it will come to pass. All right, the Most High is not a man that he should lie.
That's right.
All right, the Most High said that he made an oath, roughly speaking with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yep.
Okay, so the Most High is gonna follow strong with that oath, man. He's gonna hold up his end.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
Meaning,
right. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, because I back you up. Yeah, the Lord saving us. Ultimately, one of the main reasons too is for His name's sake. He has His name on us, so He can't turn back from that. That's the seriousness and the honor and the glory beyond your comprehension that the Most High is about. It's because He put His name on us, which is one of the major reasons He can't come. He's not going to go back, and He don't lie, like the brother said.
Yeah. It says, "Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them." All right, because like we said, you people out there, you shouldn't be surprised. All right, but right now, you're not taking it as serious because all hell has been broken loose to the point where you can't eat. All right, where you can't, where certain things you can't do. All right, but when the Most High takes all those things away, the scriptures say, then shall, like it says in Micah the 3rd chapter, then shall they cry unto the Lord, but the Lord will not hear them. All right. So you Jakes out there, you're gonna know that a prophet has been among you, man.
That's right.
All right. So with that, we hope you brothers and few sisters out there that was listening was edified. And with that, shalom.
Shalom.